morning, students. Welcome back. Yesterday, we were discussing the topic regards to the introduction of simple economy and central problem of an economy, and also many more things we were discussing regarding that. So, let us just have a small re-encapsulation about the topics. So, simple economy we have already discussed in the past topic, which is about the people in the society. They need many goods and services in their everyday life, which gives them more satisfaction. Okay, and to achieve that particular goods, they need to what spend their resources to fulfill that. So all these things which we have discussed in the simple economy, and we have seen in the central problem of an economy, that is nothing but what to produce and how to produce and for whom to produce. What to produce in the sense what type of goods to be produced to the consumers. Second, how are these goods produced, like using the labor, machines, organizations, which we call it as factors of productions. And for whom are these goods are produced? These goods are produced for the consumers. So all these things we have discussed in the past class. Today, before starting the topic, actually yesterday I need to brief these things, but I could not do that. Let us see what the syllabus of our economics deals with. And even the government of Karnataka has decided that for the blow up of syllabus, which means they might remove something from the point of the syllabus. Let us not worry about those things, but we'll go on with the topics what is there in your syllabus, and blow up syllabus we will add on, or we are going what they are going to remove, that also we are going to do. Okay, just don't worry, be bold and be brave. Let us discuss now. So microeconomics. From yesterday we have started the classes, which was the first video which we made, and that was there we are going to discuss about introduction, simple economy, central problem of an economy, organization of economic activities, and the central planned economy, and the market economy, positive and normative economy, and micro and macroeconomy. So all these things comes under this introduction, which is your first chapter in your economics, in the microeconomics. Second chapter in this microeconomics deals with theory of consumer behavior, which means how consumers are behaving in the market. Third particular chapter which we deals with productions and cost, the cost of production and how the products been placed in the market, in what cost. And fourth one, theory of the firm under perfect competition. If in the market, if it is a perfect competitive market, what sort of theory they particular producers, whom we call it as firms, they deal with. Such things we are discussing in this particular topic. And next, fifth one is market equilibrium, so which deals with how the types of markets are there, what are the situation arises, all these things. And the last particular chapter in this microeconomics, it is non-competitive markets. Yes, so types like oligopoly, duopoly, monopoly, monopolistic markets, all these things comes under this particular topic. So this completes your microeconomic activity. Next we'll move on to the macroeconomic activity, what it deals with. Yes, in macroeconomics we have the first chapter, which is called as usual in the micro. It is also an introduction over here to start off macroeconomy. And second one is national income accounting, which means aggregate of all the producers, whatever their contribution to the nation is there, that we are going to study here. And third particular chapter, here we are going to discuss about money and banking. So money and banking means how the activity of money takes place in the financial activity of banking sectors. So money is one concept, banking is another concept. We are studying two concepts over here. Okay, in the next coming chapter we are going to study, that is determination of income and employment. So that means how the nation is going to determine the income and the employment of a particular personalities. Fifth chapter deals with government, budget and the economy. Yes, government, how they are going to give the allocation of budget for the Indian economy, that we are going to deal in this particular chapter. Coming to the sixth chapter, it is nothing but open economy. Yes, open economy, which is free, anywhere and everywhere the producer can deal the activity of economic. So all these things comes under macroeconomics. So these 6 chapters plus microeconomics 6 chapters deals your economics for this particular academic year. Now let us start the production possibility frontier topic. So as I said you yesterday, we are going to start with the production possibility frontier. What do you mean by production possibility frontier? Yes, here the word, or it says that what type of productions or what are the possibilities of productions which we can see in the market. Now let us consider an example. Based on the example, we will move on to the topic. So the first example, here in the right corner you can see one column box. This is nothing but, consider it is a field, open field is there. This is owned or owned by one of the farmer. Now a farmer is going to grow 2 types of crops. Crop number 1 is corn, crop number 2 is cotton. So let us consider, since the field is free, the farmer has decided to grow 2 crops in one particular year. So now what happens, when he thought of putting something like corn or cotton, he decides what to be produced first. Now he is not producing anything in the economy. He is going to produce first itself 10 units of, what is that, cotton. If he is producing 10 units of cotton, he is using entire field for the cotton. Please understand, here he is using entire field for the grow of cotton. So nothing here corn is grown. So the corn product is not at all grown. In the second possibility, or in the second combination, which is B, the farmer is ready to grow after 1 month. He is ready to grow, or after 2 months or 3 months, he is ready to grow 1 unit of corn and 9 unit of cotton. Which means what? In this 10 unit of cotton, he is going to sacrifice 1 unit lesser of cotton to produce 1 unit corn, which means 1% or some 10% or particular 1%. If we consider 1% of land is taken to grow corn, and it is sacrificed with what? 1% of land here for the cotton land has been sacrificed for the corn. Same thing takes place for the third particular activity, which is called C combination. He is ready to grow after so many months 1 more unit of corn, which means addition. It becomes 2 unit of corn now. So when he is going to add up once again the corn to the cotton field, again the field of the cotton has to sacrifice for the grow of cotton. So now what happens? 2% it happens of the corn, which I will be explaining again, this one. Okay. Now the cotton, what happens? It goes to the 7 units of production, which means it is going to sacrifice it again. So like this sacrificing nature takes place for this particular one single field produced by one farmer of 2 particular products in 1 year, which is called as possibilities of productions. Okay. So now let us go with the topic, what it says. Yes, possibilities of corn and cotton. So as we have seen, a farmer is growing in his field corn and cotton. The corn is going to be produced 0. By the time cotton he is ready to produce, he has produced 10 units of cotton. No units of corn is produced at all. and when he starts producing 1 units of corn, he is ready to sacrifice this 9 unit of cotton. From 10 to 9 he is going to sacrifice. Later on, same thing happens for the next unit of production. When he is ready to produce 2 units of corn, he is again ready to sacrifice with 7 units of cotton for to produce 2 units of corn. Again this continues when he ready to produce 3 units of corn, and he is ready to sacrifice with 4 units of cotton for the same field. At the last particular activity, what happens? The 4 unit of corn is produced, whereas completely the field is being given to the corn but not for the cotton at all over here. So this is being explained in this particular points. So this is most important in the examination point of view. It is very essential, and even this can be asked for 4 marks. So you have to draw the table, you have to draw the graph for this. So your graph starts from this point of view. Okay. So let us see the points. What does it explains? This table gives some of the combinations of corn and cotton which the economy can produce. Yes, in an economy they are able to produce 2 goods, which is corn and cotton. Okay, please understand very carefully. Corn and cotton in an economy, it's ready to produce with the 2 combinations. These are the possibilities of production. Okay, these are the possibilities of production. These are the combinations. Okay, these are the combinations, and its resources are fully utilized. Yes, what are the resources is fully utilized? It might be technology, it might be labor, it might be land. All the resources are completely utilized, and it is constant. It will not change. Please keep it in mind. It is not changing anywhere. The particular resources, it is remaining constant, and using that resources they are utilizing and they are producing so much combinations of goods. Third point deals with if all resources are used in the production of corn. Please understand, if all resources are used, what are the resources? Land, labor, capital, machineries, and all these things. Such things, if you use all resources are used in the production of corn, then the maximum amount of production of corn is 4 units. See, if you see here, what is the maximum of production of corn? It is 4 units. So it is very particular. We have to observe here, the maximum unit of production of corn takes place when the maximum utilization of the resources taken place. Okay, so that is the third point says. Next, if all resources are used in production of cotton, now coming to the second product, which is second combination. If all resources are used in the production of cotton, then the maximum amount of production of cotton is how much? 10 units. See here, starting nothing is being grown in the corn, whereas cotton has taken place 10 units of production, which means they have used entire resources completely utilized, and they have produced maximum amount of cotton. Yes, so that is a point. Next, if you see in the economy, there is a possibility of productions 1 unit of corn and 9 unit of cotton also. It is not that in an economy only the maximum units can be produced, isn't it? In an economy there is a combination of production we are saying here. So combination of goods can be produced, which means 1 unit of corn, 9 unit of cotton, 2 units of corn, 7 units of cotton, 3 units of corn, 4 units of cotton. So apart from the maximum, even the minimum amount of corn and cotton can be produced. Okay, so minimum of corn is 0. Can you observe here? When cotton is maximum, minimum is 0. When cotton is minimum, which is 0, then the corn is maximum, which is 4. So this is what it says about the production possibilities schedule or schedule, we say. Okay, so next we will move on to the production possibilities curve, what it says. Yes, so now same thing we are going to observe here in the production possibility frontier also. We also call it as production possibility frontier or production possibility curve. Yes, here you have x-axis and y-axis are the two axes. Please, while writing the graph, you have to ensure that you are writing x-axis what product and y-axis what product you are going to put. So y-axis it is nothing but cotton, okay, and here x-axis is corn. So here these are the possibilities of combination being produced where in the economy. Okay, so we call this as production possibility curve. Okay, so let us see why this curve is in the concave factor, why it looks like this, and what are the activity takes place. Let us see. So as we have known, this particular combination deals with this particular activity. Please observe here there is a field. Okay, there is a field I have drawn very particularly to show you, and this field it is blank, consider. Okay, so since it is blank, the maximum amount of cotton is grown in this field, which is 10 units. Okay, after that 1 year or 2 months or 3 months, a farmer is ready to produce 1 unit of corn in this 10 unit of cotton. So already 10 unit of cotton is here. So what he will do, he will divide the land. So he will divide the land, this becomes 1% here. So this 1% becomes 1 unit of production of corn for the same land where he has used cotton for the production. So that happens, then cotton's activity, what happens, it goes to 9 since it is sacrificed by 10. Okay, so it becomes 9. Okay, that means 9% is for cotton, 1% is for corn. Now later next production takes place, 2% of corn can be grown and 7% of cotton can be grown in the same land. So now there is an increase in the corn takes place, whereas there is a decrease in the cotton takes place. This decrease is a better term we use, sacrificing nature. Okay, the product cotton is being sacrificed to produce some units of corn, we say. Okay, we say this is the word we use in economics. Okay, so 2 units of products being grown in the field, and for that 7 units of cotton is being sacrificed. Okay, next if you see the production, which is 3 units of corn is grown and 4 units of cotton is being sacrificed. Same thing takes place for the longer period of time till the maximum unit of corn is grown. The maximum unit when it becomes 4, which means complete field is filled with what? Corn. Now the field is filled with corn, not the cotton. So that is 4%. The land completely is being utilized by the corn, no cotton. So cotton becomes 0, corn becomes maximum. Okay, so now this is the particular activity of the table. Now same thing takes place in the graph also. So graph, you know very clearly we are going to put, since we have seen already in the statistics, so nothing to worry about the things. So this is the origin, which we call it as 0, and these are the x-axis activity, which are corn activity. We write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and maximum one more we can write, which is 5 and 6 also. So after that we are going to write the activity of cotton also, which is starts from 0. We have taken 2, 4, 8, 10, 12. In that fashion I have taken, so that it will be very easy to locate. So now let us go whatever the particular conditions or the operations of production takes place. So that means 0 units of corn, see in the corn side 0 units of corn and 10 units of cotton, which means A, this point. See the combination I have written here only, 0, 10. That means 0 units of corn, 10 units of cotton is grown at this point. When corn is 0, nothing is there, nothing is grown, but the cotton production has taken place completely. Now second production level, when what happens, when the corn is 1, see, when the corn is 1, what happens, the cotton is 9. When the corn is 1, the cotton is 9. That means what happens, it is reduced. See my particular this thing, it is been reduced. So when it is reduced, we have to observe that sacrificing nature is taking place. So from 10 to 9 it has been reduced. That means the good is being sacrificed to produce so much amount of corn. Next, C, which is the third production level. When the 2 units of corn is grown in the field, the cotton, when the 2 units of corn is grown, the cotton takes place 7 units. See, observe here, 2 units of corn is grown and 7 units of cotton. Again there is a sacrificing nature is there. From 9 to 7 it has come down. So here it is increasing. Okay, here it is increasing, the production level is increasing. Here the level of production is sacrificing. And next unit, if you see the last particular unit, or the third unit, if you see, the 3 unit of corn is grown, which is here, and 4 units of cotton is been sacrificed for that. Lastly, we can see here 4 units of corn is grown, and what is that, 0 units of cotton has come down. That means completely the products is being sacrificed and the unit of cotton is being produced completely in the field. Okay, so this is about the graph, and we have to write very particularly what are the combinations happens over here. This is most important. So you can observe one thing in this graph, this F over here inside I have put one dot, and here Z. These both I will explain later. Okay, now just you see these two, but while constructing a graph, you should construct the graph like this, and you have to point F either here or here, wherever you want, and Z, it should be outside of the graph always. Okay, next explanations I have done, same thing is there here also. So let me just brief out the things now. The figure represents the production possibilities of an economy, isn't it? Productions, see, these are the level of productions is happening and its possibilities. What is happening here? Okay, the possibilities of productions. Any point on the curve and below the curve represents the combinations of corn and cotton. Can you observe here? See here. Here if you see any point here, A, B, C, so we can also say that this here down, which means below the curve is this, above the curve is this. This also we can observe. So above the curve is nothing but cotton, below the curve is corn. So this is what happening here in the combinations. Next, third point, the curve shows the maximum amount of corn can be produced in the economy and even the maximum amount of cotton. Both maximum, see here, cotton's maximum, corn's maximum. Okay, so both the maximum can be shown in the economy. Next, all points lying on the production possibility curve that A to E are associated with different quantities, isn't it? See, from A to E, if you observe, quantities are differed. 0 is there, 10 is there, 1 is there, 9 is there, 2 is there, 7 is there. It is differed. So different levels of productions are taking place for the two goods, good 1 and good 2. So this is about the explanations part of the graph, and also the continuation part of this graph is likewise. Let us see. Yes. See, this can be produced by employing the available resources and the resources usage which is efficient manner. I said you earlier itself, the resources which is being available in nature like land, okay, the resources which is there in nature like labor, that and the resources which is present in the nature, which is technology that they are using, where the changes takes place. Okay, using that they are producing and they are using maximum of the resources, producing the maximum also, minimum also. Okay, and this is the efficient manner that resources we are using and producing. Okay, hope this point is clear. Okay, if any doubts is there, please text me. Okay, or please call me back. Next, while any point under the curve like f, see now we are coming to this particular f, this particular point under the curve, this particular f, and the are called as under the curve, which is f shows inefficient or underutilization of the resources. What is mean by that? See, inefficient means the person or a particular machineries is not used in an efficient manner, we say. What do you mean by that? He is not, for example, a skilled person is there like a labor. His knowledge is not completely used for the production. Understood? And the machine which is ready to produce maximum amount of output, and nobody is there to operate in a proper way for that. So that happens, what is that? Inefficiency. Okay, inefficiency or underutilizations of the available resources. So whatever the resources are there, that resources they are not used properly. It was inefficient. Or sometimes labor might have some issues. He is not ready to work because of some family issues or some personal issues likewise. So that is also one more reason it becomes an inefficiency. That means management has not prioritized the things towards the employee. What is this happenings are in the life. So because of that, the inefficiency also arises. That is worst case. Okay. So most of the time this particular resource is being inefficiently used. Okay. Next point, which is Z. As we have seen, Z is out of the curve. Okay. So since this point there is an explanations, let us see. If any point lies outside the curve, which is Z, shows overutilization. See, this particular term we should be very specific here. Overutilization means you are utilizing the resources maximum to the maximum level. For example, when you say the employee to produce more and more and more than the capacity, what happens to the particular labor? Labor will lose his strength, energy, or his enthusiasm towards the work. That becomes utilization has taken place maximum. Because of that, what happens is efficiency will go low. It will become less. Same thing happens in the machinery also. See, if you take machinery, you keep producing. When you brought first year, it was producing 1 lakh unit of goods in one machine. After 5 years, just after 5 years, it has come down to 50 lakhs. So it has come down to 500. If you take not even 50, it has come to 500. If you take like that, it is a maximum utilization has taken place for that machine. Overnight the products has been produced, very rigorously it has been worked. In that case, machine is losing its efficiency, machine is losing its capacity. Because of that, we call it as overutilizations. Okay, so because of that, the products will not be produced in a proper fashion. That is what that point speaks. Next, thus we can conclude that particular graph in this fashion. This is clear that production possibility frontier, okay, will always refer to a different combinations, isn't it? Thus it is clear that production possibility frontier will always refer to the different combinations, isn't it? So this particular production possibility frontier refers to the different combinations. Corn and cotton, you have various combinations of productions, okay, which using the available resources in the economy. Yes, which helps to produce the goods with the available resources in the economy. So this is the topic which we have discussed now about the production possibility frontier. Now, continuation of that production possibility frontier, there are certain small questions. It might come for 1 marks or likewise. Let us see that also. What is that? Why production possibility curve is downward sloping? See, I have drawn the curve here also. You can observe here why the curve is downward sloping. This is up, from up to down it is sloping. Why it is downward sloping? What is the reason? The reason is very simple. If two goods, okay, have inverse relationship, then only this will be always downward sloping. Which are the two goods? Goods are corn and cotton. So corn and cotton are the two goods. If it is what? If it is increasing, this has decreasing. Both are not increasing or both are not decreasing. It is happening parallelly. It is increasing, it is decreasing. Okay, so that is the reason we call it as inverse relationship. Okay, so this particular combinations of production takes place. Okay, next, why PPC curve is concave to the origin? Yes, this is origin and this is concave. You can observe here, this is the concave. You have seen concave mirror. Okay, maybe in your SSLC, in the science lab you might have seen, physics lab you might have seen. So concave mirror, the object will be seen in this fashion. So why it is concave to the origin? This is the origin, it is concave. So concave to the origin. Why? The reason is very simple. Due to increase in marginal opportunity cost. What is this, sir? MOC, you have put marginal opportunity cost, you are saying. Let me tell you. Yes, in future you are going to study this as MRS, marginal rate of substitution. Okay, now same thing I am going to explain you here also. MOC means refers what? See, due to increase in marginal opportunity cost of production. So marginal opportunity cost of production means very clearly we can understand this is the cost of production. It is increasing, isn't it? Corn. This is the combinations. Possibilities of combinations. Corn and cotton. In x-axis we have corn, in y-axis we have cotton. Okay. So here it is increasing, isn't it? So marginally this particular product is increasing. Because of that it is sacrificing. Very clear. Okay. That we call it as MOC. So when we put here, you can observe here I have given some ratios. So since nothing has been produced before 10, so that becomes dash, means 0 minus 10, it is nothing but minus 10, which is not valued at all. So we are not going to consider. Even here no production has happened, so that is the reason we are not considering. Later on when we see, okay, the 10 units of cotton is being sacrificed for producing what? The next unit, which is 1. So 10 minus 9, which is 1. So 1 raised to 1, which means 1 ratio to 1. So 1 unit of corn is produced, which is being sacrificed with 1 unit of cotton. Okay. Next, again it is increasing the production level. So which is again, so 1 to 2. Again 1 unit is extra production taken place. Where? In the cotton field. Okay. For that, cotton is sacrificing 9 minus 7, which is 2. Okay. 9 minus 7 is 2, which is 2% or 2 portions of 2% of the product, which is cotton, is sacrificed for 1 unit extra production of cotton. Okay. Next, here 7 minus 4, which is 3, and 3 minus 2, again it is 1. So here what happens? You are going to get same again here, 1:3. This means you can observe here at all the time, whenever there is an increase in one good, there is a sacrificing of production of another good takes place. That is what we call it as marginal opportunity cost of production. So this completes this particular topic. Okay. Next we have opportunity cost. Okay, we have opportunity cost. What do you mean by that? Let us see. So opportunity cost is also nothing but very simple. We can observe here with an example I have given. It is the definition, let me say, very small definition. It is the next best offer, which means next best offer or an alternative, we can say. It is a next best alternative of sacrifice. See, that is what happened here in corn and cotton. Okay, corn used to sacrifice, isn't it? Corn used to increase the production and cotton used to sacrifice. That is what is called as an opportunity cost. So that was the opportunity to grow, which corn was the opportunity to grow. Because of that growth, this cotton was sacrificing. Okay, so there is one example. Based on that example, it will be still more easier to understand for you. If person is earning 5,000 rupees per month, PM means per month, okay, per month, and he got an offer in Dubai or any of other Gulf country or somewhere as a manager position. He was working as a normal executive. Now he got a position as a manager post over in outside the country, which is in Gulf country, for the amount of 80,000 rupees. Now he has completely happy for the things from 50,000 to 80,000 is increase in salary is happening with the hike in the what is that salary as well as position also. So keeping that in mind, he will be thinking in the next minute or in the next moment he gets some one more offer also. So one more offer, it is in Delhi itself. He will be getting the worth of the amount which is 85,000 job, but the designation is assistant manager. Yes, of course, since it is in the economy, we are all rational customers. What do you mean by rational customers? Rational customers means whatever comes the best, we are ready to occupy as early as possible, that one. Okay, so if that is the case, being a rational consumers, we are ready to consume not 80,000, we are ready to consume 85,000. This 85,000 increases my incomes. So I decided and I go by this 85,000 of salary. Now what happens when this happens? Being a rational customer, I go for this best salary, which is 85,000. It means that what happens here? See, being a rational customer, I do that. It means that time you are going to reject the 50,000 and 80,000, isn't it? I have rejected both the salaries, 80 and 50,000. Later on, and I have chosen 85, which is nothing but these both are sacrificing. Okay, these both are sacrificing, and I am getting this particular salary for that. So now, what do you mean by opportunity cost? The immediate next one after the whatever the proposal I got, like whatever proposal was 85,000. So this was proposed by one of the company. So immediate offer before that it was 80,000. So this 80,000 becomes opportunity cost. Okay, there was a opportunity to go for Dubai and work. There was a cost also for that 80,000, but I have sacrificed that and I have taken this is the best opportunity. So now this is nothing but you are ignoring, because always we need to see the offer which is selected for us, and before that what was the offer, that becomes the opportunity cost. So nothing to worry, it is just for 1 mark question they might ask, what is the opportunity cost? It is the next alternative sacrificing nature taken place in the economy, we can write. Okay, continuation of this particular topic. Next we will follow with the central planned economy. Yes, what do you mean by central planned economy? Yes, yesterday we were discussing central problem of an economy. Same thing also it happens over here. So slightly changes, that's it. What are that? See, central planned economy deals with the government of India. So it is very particular. Government of India is deciding the central planned economy, what to be done. See, we have particular points regards to this. Let us see with an examples also. What is the central problem? Actually, it talks with the education and health. Yesterday we spoke regarding these two sectors. So educational sectors and health sectors, if you see here, government or a central authority plans all the important activities in the economy. So whatever happens in the economy, the government of India or the planning commission, they decide, they sit and they speak about the things. If you think about the education, if you think about the health sectors, everything they'll sit and decide. So here same thing happens. All the important discussion regards to the productions. What productions? Productions of educational institutions might be, productions of goods might be, okay, and exchanges means if you are going to produce in the foreign country, what the activity or process to be taken place, or if you are going to trade the products for foreign countries, what the activity should take place. For example, Indian planes are ready to move abroad, isn't it? That is an exchange. It is going to foreign country, earning some money and coming back to our country, which means what? Foreign investments have been taken place from our flight. Okay, that means government is involved in the investments. Likewise, okay, likewise it is important discussion regards to the production and exchange and consumption of goods and services made by the government. So government is deciding what to be produced, okay, and how the goods being consumed in the economy, in what fashion, that they are going to decide here. Second point deals with this central authority may try to achieve particular allocation of services which is true to be desirable for society as a whole. Which means what? The whole society in the nation, it should be desirable to accept that. For example, yesterday I spoke about the free education system. The whole society is ready to accept that, isn't it? And it is desirable also. Same thing happens here. They have to achieve such particular activity based on the allocation of services. Services like educational service, health service, banking service, all these things they can give government. Okay, they are given an example also. Let us see the example. Education and health. So these are the able to produce by individuals on their own, isn't it? It is not so easy. They are not able to produce by single producer like a private hospital. How much expenses will be there to invest? How much what is that land value will be there to invest, isn't it? So it is very difficult. That is the reason many government hospitals being started by the government of India. Okay, same thing, medical colleges, government medical colleges, okay, private colleges, all these things. So adequate all the individuals, it's not so easy. So the government will make individuals to produce the adequate amount. How? Through the loan. Government will provide the land, okay, it will provide the loan, so it will make the activity for the process, okay, and it decides to produce the goods and services. So only like government schools, government colleges, government hospitals and etc. Such things government will give a centrally, they sit and plan what is to be given in the form of services to the society. Okay, so this is what we deals with the central planned economy. Next we are going to see normative economics and positive economics. What is this normative and positive? Okay, let us see. Normative economics means it is also the branch of economics based on values, okay, based on values and judgment. Okay, so based on values and judgment means what sort of values you are going to get. Let us see an example and we can get the complete what is that knowledge about this. See here, the example says central government should not stop providing the minimum support price for farmers. What I mean by that? This is the value given for the farmers. Minimum Minimum support price is a value. Whatever the farmer earns, let him earn. Whatever he gets profit, let him get. But what is the government's part for the farmer? It is nothing but minimum support that government is giving for the farmers. Okay, that is the opinions, that is the values being given for the government. Based on that, the judgment takes place. Okay, so the particular definition is very clear. So values, opinions, and based on that the judgment will arise. And second point, it passes the value judgment, means this particular whatever the opinions given by the government is valid. That is what the judgment says. This is normative economics. If you take positive economics, okay, what is positive economics? So positive economics is nothing but it is a branch of economics also. Here the first particular point, let us see and discuss what is this. It is a branch of economics. It is based on data and facts. See, data means what the data they are getting, which is called statistical report might be. Okay, so that data and the facts, what is happening means present happenings. Okay, I should have written HAPP. Okay, it's a present happenings. Okay, it's nothing but what is exactly happened. Let us take an example. Here it is there. If someone says that it is raining outside, like your friend or your father or your mother, somebody says that it's raining outside, then it is truth also. This statement can be verified. How? You will come outside and you will observe. Okay, and based on the situation what is happening, this is realistic situation, isn't it? Realistic situation, because it's raining already. Based on that facts we are deciding, and we call it as positive economics. Keep it in mind. Based on the facts we are going to decide the data which is been seen and given the particular statements for that. And positive economics does the analysis. Okay, what analysis it does? It does the analysis causes and effects. See, very particularly causes and effects. ಇದರಿಂದ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪರಿಣಾಮಗಳೇನೇನು, causes. What are the causes happens if it is fall heavily, the rainfalls takes place. What the causes happens? Maybe more number of diseases might come. Okay, like one. Effects also. Okay, effects also, if it keep on raining like this, many roads might get damaged. Likewise, the causes, what happens more, what happens, what is the problem arises, such things in the relationship. So more than this, I'll give you one more example. When your parents scold you, or you very badly speak back to your parents, what happens? It creates the causes and effects also. What it causes? It causes them mentally upset. They get mentally upset. That is a cause. Why? You have completely reverted to your parents. So they were never expected. This was happened. And what are its effects? Its affects their what? Lifestyle. So they will change their lifestyle. That might be, or it might affect on their health. So it is very particular in the relationship. So positive economics deals with this. Third point, these statements can be tested and proved. Observe these statements which has been seen here. Okay, they have been tested and proved or disapproved also. They can be proved or disapproved, and they do not involve in personal value judgment. That means, for example, they might test, like you have scolded your parents. Okay, it might be a fact, it might have happened something. Okay, because of some reason it might have happened. So there might be a chances they can prove it. Okay, or they might disapprove also what you have done, but they will not involve in the personal value of judgment. Okay, their judgment they want you, they will say something will happen, just you have to ignore the things and go, they might say. They won't give the personal value of judgment. Why? It will spoil the relationship here. Okay, so that is the point here. positive economics peaks and normative economics peaks. So now we will move on to the market economy in tomorrow's session. Thank you.